Okay. Itam eksistiko. Good day. It is somewhere after 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Moon Day, the 17th of June, 2024. And that reminds me, just saying it now, I'm reminded that the 17th of June is my mom's birthday. And I almost forgot. I better shoot her a happy birthday message at the very least. Any case, we are in the second summer lunar cycle, Misamsota, the long rains. And it has been raining pretty straight the last couple of days. Started, I think, Saturday night. Or actually, maybe even Friday night, because I woke up to a rainy Saturday morning. And then yesterday, of course, lots of rain. Today, lots of rain. So I haven't had much work. I've been setting some traps, but haven't been catching anything the last couple of days as the rain has been here. And can't go spray with Tom because when it's raining or too windy, we can't spray. And of course, no rattlesnake calls in this weather. So not too much going on work-wise, but I did get out here yesterday to this wilderness park and led the ecotour for the Helen Schuler Nature Center, and this one was themed around bird nests. I went out and scouted Friday several nests out here, and so I thought today, maybe since that ecotour is over, I would bring the video camera out here and show a little bit of what I pointed out to the group yesterday. So we're gonna go do that, spend an hour or two out down here, and then I'll probably give some updates on what's new, on the home front and on the personal level and all that. But mainly, let's just go out here and look at what's going on with these birds and such on this rainy day. I'm looking at these clouds over there, and it looks like I could get dumped on while we're out here. Who knows? We shall see. Showy milkweed is just about to come into bloom. I was telling these guys yesterday, the group, because everybody associates these with the monarch butterflies. Okay? This is the only plant that the monarch caterpillar will eat. And so, in order to have monarch butterflies in the world at all, we need showy milkweed. And for that purpose, a lot of showy milkweed has been planted around Lethbridge as well to support the monarchs that we really don't have here. I mean, in whatever 20 years of study out in the coulees, I have seen and photographed one monarch. Lots of viceroys, which are monarch mimic, but only one monarch. So, as far as the need to have a lot of that plant for the monarchs up here, I don't know. However, there's another animal that uses that plant, that finds that plant important. And so I asked the group yesterday who they think that might be. And nobody knew. I said it was a bird. Not enough of a hint. I said, this bird nests in the high forest canopy. And then somebody got it. It's the northern oriole. The northern oriole. And they make their nest, which is a kind of a hanging bag nest, very high up at the tops of the forest canopy. You'll never see them in the summer because of the leaves and such. I only find those nests in the winter after the leaves have fallen off. But in any case, they weave that bag with the fibers pulled from milkweed, from showy milkweed. So whether or not we have monarchs, there is another animal here that needs that plant. The northern oriole. And so it's good that we have a lot of that showy milkweed. And it's just a beautiful plant. So I'm walking in the direction of the eagle's nest first. We're gonna go around here and I'm gonna climb up the ridge and get an eagle's eye view, so to speak, of the eagle's nest, as well as the river. Yesterday when we were out here, there was a big flotilla of pelicans, and the white pelicans were fishing together on the river just down here, and just looked awesome from that view from up on the ridge. Watching them fish and coordinate their hunting along the edge of a strip of underwater plant growth. You could see it from up there. Maybe they'll be out here today, who knows. But we'll definitely take a look at the eagle's nest anyway. Man, it's nice out here when it's all green like this. It won't stay like this for long. Check out all this spear grass growing here. Lots of fun and games for kids. Taking the little spears off of these things, shooting them at each other. You could be walking with somebody, some joker, not even know it because you won't feel it. And they'll just fill the back of your shirt with these little spear grass stems. And up here, tons of onions. All of these onion bulbs. I was telling the group yesterday, looks like they're already, seed heads are starting to pop. Flowers are already kind of played out on the onions. I was telling the group yesterday, I've learned about collecting these onions. And what I learned is that you dig them up and you don't clean them. I mean, if you got something like this, yeah, take off that dirt, but don't clean the bulb. Don't detach it from the stem. Don't cut the seed head off. Just collect it like this. Get a bunch of them together and tie them up, as a bundle, and just let them hang to dry somewhere. And you'll end up with the bulbs will stay for months and months good, just like that under here. They'll still be soft and fresh and oniony for months. But if you cut them off and just try to save the bulbs or something like that, it doesn't work. Or if you cut the flower off, or if you clean the outside of the bulb, hey, all three of those things, you're going to end up with a bulb that just turns to dirt, basically. Just turns to dirt. So that is how you work the onions if you want to keep a bunch of them and keep a bunch of prairie onions around to use. In Blackfoot, their name is Bisatsinikim, which is like the fancy berry. Just getting up. Look at all these onions. Oh yeah. And scarlet globe mallow is going to be opening up into red flowers. There's another plant with some lore to it that I shared yesterday. What I heard, and I've never totally tested it myself, but if you take the leaves of the plant and chew it up, spit it on your hand and rub it on your hand, you'll find that it does kind of put like a gel coating over the top of your hand. It's a clear gel coating and it dries, but you can feel it's on there, hey? And in the old days, I guess, when the Asokinakiks, the old time medicine men and stuff, would heal, of course they perform miracles and such. One of the things that they do, often they would boil items like rocks and stuff that they were gonna use with their patients, and to get the items from the boiling water, they would take their bare hands and thrust and throw, pull them out. And the way that they were able to do that, I guess, is by chewing up that plant, putting it on their hands. But like I say, I've never tried it because, making that, I've chewed it up and put it on my hands, but I've never tried actually thrusting my hand into boiling water. Don't think I will. Yeah, no pelicans today. And I'm not seeing any of the parent eagles. I'm going to get out my other camera. We'll take a real quick look at the nest. But I did get some footage yesterday while we were out here too. So if there's no eagles today, I mean, the babies must be there. But if we can't see anything, I do have some film from yesterday. I see a crew of folks down there. It looks like kids. Gotta get the other camera out. These kids, all right. Let's check out the eagle's nest. I don't see any eagles over there, any parents tending to it anyway. But there's the nest. I got some good footage yesterday, so I'm going to show you. Let's watch some of that. But I'm going to have to talk over it as I show you this clip, because I believe one of the participants in our group was talking while I was filming, and I don't know if he'd want me to share, whatever he was talking about while he was doing that. So, but yeah, we could see both of the parents visited yesterday, and maybe one of the parents and one of the young ones. The one in the nest seemed to be doing something, and I think that was just one of the young ones. I don't know if they have one or two this year. Last year they had two, but I haven't seen more than one this year. So, but yeah, this is the clip that I collected yesterday. We do have an active eagle's nest here, which is cool, and continue to watch these guys through the summer. Now, before I leave the ridge here, I think I'm gonna pick myself a little bundle of prairie onions, Scenic Easts, and then we'll make our way. I'll probably go through the forest just to play around, but what I have to show you is kind of on the far north side of the park. There's a little area where I've found several nests in a tight spot together, so of different species. I think altogether yesterday we saw active nests of 7 different bird species. So, rattlesnake hotline. All right, I'm gonna start walking. Check it out. That's what I'm talking about. Making a little bundle of Scenic Easts, unclean, just tied up together like this, and you set this aside to dry. You can hang it if you want from a wall to dry. You can throw it in a brown paper bag. You can just lay it somewhere, anywhere. Doesn't matter, it'll dry. And I consider this about the perfect little bundle size for this particular species of plant, to collect. So get a bunch of these put away. You have a year's worth of onions. Imagine in the old days, having to pick everything, harvest everything. There's no supermarket. How many of these you would pick? Didn't take me long to pick these, just a few minutes, but today is a really good day for harvesting roots, because the ground is so soft from the moisture and everything. This would be a good day to dig up moss, which is the turnip, the prairie turnip, now substituted in the diet with commercial potatoes. All the traditional foods have modern day substitutes, and represented on both the regular dinner table and in ceremony. Oh, there's a deer over there bedded down. Maybe I'll show you in my other camera. It's a whitetail. She's getting nervous. She's gonna stand up. There's probably a few around. It's gorgeous out here. I'm surprised I spent a few days looking in this area at this section of chokecherry and Saskatoon brush and everything, and still haven't found any active nests in this area, but there must be some. However, with the cottonwood canopy so nearby, a lot of birds who will nest up in the canopy rather than down low. Not all species do that, of course. There's some that only are going to nest down low, but several of the ones that we have here who will nest down low will also nest high if they have the opportunity. Wow, this is a nice big tree here. Holy, healthy. Speaking of which, I went and saw my doctor. Like I said I was going to do in my video the other week. Went and saw my doctor and got myself on some medicine to help my acid reflux, all of my burping and such, and it seems to just done the trick with no problem. I forget what the medicine's called. It's just a little pill. I think I got a month's supply for $20, and you just have one every morning, and it reduces the acid that your stomach is creating, I guess. And yeah, for me it's just been an easy turnaround. I wish I'd have done it, I wish I'd have made that move 2 years ago. Might have saved my teeth a little longer. I'm sure all the exposure to stomach acid every day, every hour coming, burping and all of that, I'm sure that acidity didn't help my teeth, but is what it is. I mean, ultimately I'm gonna have to go, that's gonna have to be a move too. I gotta go get a price estimate on what it would cost for me to get some dentures and start getting that process rolling, so I don't walk around looking hideous for too many years when I could probably just take care of it like I did with this thing. I don't know. I know the dentures are going to cost, and that's a problem, but I should find out how much. At least then I've got an objective, So yeah, went to my doctor. I also got an order for full blood work. I've got to call that in and set an appointment for that. And once I got my blood work taken care of, my doctor wants me to come in for a full physical, and when he's going to talk to me about the results of the blood work, which is cool. I did mention to him, like, originally my thinking in going to him was to get access to antidepressants, and I told him that talking to mental health services, their thinking was that I should try the counseling first before I try chemicals, and I'm down with that. But my doctor, also said, hey, I wouldn't wait too long if things are going bad and counseling isn't changing things rapidly. We can do something. We can put you on those depressants at any time. It's not a problem. So he seemed to be more like, he's doing more like triage and concerned about getting me where I need to be quick. I think the mental health people are looking at the long-term solution or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna be able to help me. I went this morning to one of their addictions group meetings, and I was told it's like not like AA or nothing. It's like a class Monday through Thursday. It's like an hour-long class, teach you different things, and then Friday's more like open group discussion or whatever. But I went into today's, and it was like a class, but it was also just like group discussion, because the instructors really were asking the participants how they would respond to different things, or what their thoughts are on different things, and then taking the participants' answers as our answers and stuff. Really, I didn't get anything from it. Hey, today's topic was about balanced living, and so they had, I think, physical. They had four aspects to a balanced life. It's basically a medicine wheel framework, and they had spirituality, physical health, emotional health, and mental health. Those are their four aspects of being a balanced person. And I shared with them, about my salubrious indulgence game, that I have this game that I invented where there's 10 domains of health, basically. And I score myself on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of those domains. When I'm playing, every day I score myself and try to get as close to 100 score as I can, But I'm mostly a C player, I told them, which is true. I'm mostly a C and D player. When the numbers add up, it's hard to be a really balanced person. And in my game, instead of their 4 categories, I have, what do I have? I know I have nutrition, I have, fitness, I have economic health, I have social relations, I have domestic health, I have sleep. I got 10 categories. I can't off the top of my head remember them all. But I think my model is much more holistic. And this is why I didn't get anything from the class today. And it makes me worried that maybe I'm not going to get anything from mental health from my engagement with them. But this is very early for me to be worried about that. So, but it is a concern to me that maybe it's just like I'm barking up the wrong tree there, But I don't know. What else is new? Oh, I went on a date Friday night with Chelsea. Where's Chelsea? I took her to the Paranormal Cirque, which is basically like I didn't know what it was, but it's a circus, acrobatic circus. 3 hours of great entertainment, everything very gothy and creepy and stuff, and wicked acrobats, lots of good humor, and even some magic and stuff. It was a fun show. We had a good time, and we had good talk too, me and Chelsea, a little bit. I mean, we didn't talk too much. We enjoyed the show, and we just had just for the show, hey. She had to get going afterwards, get back to her kids and stuff. So, but we did talk a little bit, and Chelsea's become comfortable in her single life. Hey, well, I don't know if it's comfortable, but she's secure, you know. She's secure where she's at. She's with her parents. They just went through a big trauma. Their family lost a family member in a bad way, and they're dealing with that. And it's good that they all have each other right now. And I just got the sense from Chelsea and from, you know, what she's flat out told me, that like, you know, she doesn't see herself until her kids grow up. Maybe she's probably just going to stay with her parents and stuff. She kind of urged me to stay single. If I stay single, her and I can continue to hang out, you know, have dates and this kind of thing. And I don't know, like, to me, I think I see something going on here that's like a cultural trend. Like, if I was writing an ethnography of, you know, my modern life, I would point out that that things are becoming more and more individualistic in general in the broader culture. And like, we shifted at one time, not long ago, everybody relied on large family clans, or, you know, if you were from somewhere else, maybe your village or something, you know. But people were tight. Not just the nuclear family. And, you know, I don't know when it was, in the early 1900s or whatever, in the World War II stuff or whatever, when the nuclear family became the thing. But that has failed, right? It has failed to work for us. And now I feel like everybody's being compelled to be single. I've never, like, when I was a kid, it didn't seem to me that there was so many adult single people. And I know a ton of single people, single moms, and, you know, like, lots and lots of single people. And it seems to me that, you know, most of the advice I get when I'm like, I would rather have a relationship myself. I would rather have a partner, you know, someone in life. And I told Chelsea, like, you know, if somebody comes around and they're special, and I take them up, then I won't get to see her anymore, you know. And she's like, yeah, I know, but she's urging me to stay, you know, again, just like, why not just stay single? And this is what a lot of people urge me, you know, you should just stay single. And I think this is what a lot of people's solution is to the relational issues of our time, which is all wrapped up with social media and all kinds of stuff, right? And yeah, people are just deciding, hey, it's better to just be single. There's a lot of reasons why I don't think it is better to be single. And, you know, one of them is definitely that the subsistence is really difficult. It always has been. People are not supposed to live solo. If you ever watch that survival series Alone, it's not good to be alone, you know. People go mental, and they're not able ultimately to get enough resources to survive, you know. And it's certainly that way even today too. Like, yeah, you can get by as a single person economically, but it sure isn't easy. And yeah, you know. But I feel like we're being compelled, you know, to be single, and that it's part of a greater movement toward individuality. And it's, you know, it's part of the evolution of this culture that celebrates the human over nature anyway, to push us into individual cells, you know, moving more and more toward the matrix and virtual world. And we'll all just be in our own little space capsule, you know. You don't need partners. Just be single. And then you can have a couple of different friends. In fact, I know Chelsea has at least one other friend, that she has relations with, and she doesn't necessarily want to give that up either. Like, one of the things she told me was like, being single, I don't have to answer to anybody, and I can have my friends and see them when I want, and not see them when I don't want. And yeah, that all makes sense, but it's also like, I mean, for me, I told her, for me it's very different because everybody here also has family, well, most of the people in the community, again, they all have family, big families, and friends and stuff, people they've grown up with. Me in this world, it's just Ryan and whoever I have. So for me, it's like not having a relationship, then I don't have people around me, and I am just spending all my time alone, and you start going a little nuts, I think. But yeah, but anyway, that's the way it is. And so and that may change, it may be that the security thing, like she's got to be careful, she can't be stepping into a situation, especially with somebody that's kind of like not all well in the head these days anyway. She knows all about me, so for her to risk coming back to the house or something like that, and try and live in again, yeah, she's not there yet. And maybe if I give her the proper attention for a while, and show her that I'm serious about that potential, then maybe she'll change. I don't know. But where it stands now, she's safe and comfortable and secure, and gonna keep it that way. And I'll be seeing her, but that's it, for now. So that's definitely fair. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to cut back in this brush back here and show you some other nests. We're going to start with the least impressive of these nests in here, and that is the one belonging to the mourning dove. Mourning doves don't actually weave a nest bowl per se. They just kind of make a platform of grass, and it's small compared to their bodies. You'd be surprised like how small this platform of grass is. She's not here again. I don't know, she wasn't here yesterday either. I don't know if she stopped using this or what, but this is her platform here. I can't really see inside of it myself, but maybe you can see from here. I don't know if there's anything there. But yeah, that is a mourning dove nest right there. And it's starting to rain. Yeah, those big old squab dove babies are born just on that tiny little platform of grass. It's crazy. Alright, let's go look at these other ones. Alright, the next nest we're going to check out is classic American robin. Robin mama should be just in here. Yeah, there she is. And she's in the nest right now. She's incubating. See her tail there? That is the robin mama. Most of you probably seen an American robin's nest. Nice bowl of woven grass with a usually a clay bowl inside of it. This next one, I think, is a flycatcher nest. At least flycatcher, but I'm not sure. Let's see if she's in there. Is she? No. No mama. And we'll see if she has any eggs left. There were 2 white eggs in here the other day, but then when I brought the group, there was only 1 white egg. What do we got today? Just the one. I don't know if they're even being attended anymore, to tell you the truth. It's raining and no mama, and there wasn't a mama yesterday either. And 1 egg missing, so who knows. But yeah, I believe that's a flycatcher. It's the only one that lays those white eggs like that here. Now walking over to this side, see another kind of nest. This one's the cedar waxwing, and it's going to be probably too high for us to get a look inside. Yeah, there's the waxwing nest. Oh, she's in there too. Pretty sure. Yep, there she goes. But that is the waxwing nest there. And her eggs are kind of off-white with black speckles and stuff. And she's got a nice bowl of grasses, but it's also, she integrates some cotton from the cottonwood trees. She integrates some spider webs and stuff. Yeah, that's waxwing. Cedar waxwing. Alright, we got one more in here, which is the yellow warbler's nest. Which is a tiny little bird, and she just makes a tiny little nest. Uses a lot of cotton from the cottonwood trees integrated into it. And yeah, I've got one right over here I can show you. Yellow warbler's nest. Where is it? It's right back here. There she goes, Miss Warbler Mama. Let's take a look at what she's got going on. There we are. Alright, I'll let her get back on it because it's wet and cold. And I don't want to be bothering them too much. Yesterday she was pretty brave while we were here. The mama sat there and chirped at our group and then hopped back on her nest even while we were still standing there. Started taking care of business again. So yeah, a bunch of little nests. I haven't found catbird nest yet this season. Eastern kingbird. Both of them should have some nests out here too. Kind of in these same like lower bush areas, you know. If I had those two represented, I'd pretty much have all the birds that you're gonna find nests in this kind of area here represented. But I know up the hill too, there's some brown creepers I've been seeing off the road, and they probably got a nest along there too. So yeah, that's kind of most of the stuff that I showed on the tour the other day. Here's an old magpie nest, broken down. Next tour is going to be, next eco tour will be in July. So, and I'm not sure what the theme of that one's going to be yet, but I'm sure it'll be, it's always good stuff, you know. So if you want to get in on one of those tours, go to the Helen Schuler Nature Center and sign up, and they'll book you on. It always takes place on a Sunday at 1 o'clock. Not sure which Sunday in July we're doing. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But yeah, if you want to get in on it, go to the Nature Center and check it out. Well, I guess that's going to be it for today's little walk. I have other things to do now. I need to go over to the west side, set up a fox trap. Somebody out that way with an acreage has a mama fox and a few kits, and I guess he's got a business going there, and their mama's getting fairly defensive. He wants them evicted. Authorities, Fish and Wildlife, advised him to shoot them, but he doesn't really want to do that. He'd rather have them moved, so I'm gonna make an attempt to catch him. We'll see how that goes. Doesn't always work with the foxes. Last time I tried to catch a fox, he just moved on out, but this may be different given there's pups. What else? Oh, and then I got to go home and do my workout, do my hour in the garage gym. I haven't done it yet today, but I have been doing it every day, and not missing a day. And already my body's, like, when I wake up in the morning, my body's already craving it. It's already, like, you know, wanting to do that hour. My mind, not so much. My mind would be happy to procrastinate it, you know, and all that. But it's a good thing that I'm getting this going again. Get myself back in a cycle of training. It's definitely doing the trick as far as giving me those antidepressant chemicals that I need. So that's a good thing, although I don't know if it's giving me enough, but it's definitely giving me some. I feel a change, a mental change as well as a physical change already underway. So it's all good. Looking forward to getting some training partners. Get my buddy Tanner back in there, do some jiu-jitsu, some pads and other stuff. You know, it's good to have training partners. It's like it's good to have partners in general, but I'll make do with myself for now, as I am in all other aspects of my life. But yeah, the garage gym awaits. I'm gonna go get her done. So probably make another video in a couple of days. I need to get back to some of the memoirs. Looking forward to getting back to the memoirs. And yeah, we'll see what transpires this week. Who knows?